so I got this video saved. Let's check it out. Let's try it. See what this is like, man.
I wanted the word kappa.
Shit. Hold on. Wait, put on my headphones. Here we go. Alright, let's see it.
As in cup of tea, I thought it would be great to mix with hug. When I saw the
It's around 1:30 a.m. in a dormitory at the University of New Mexico, where one room has just become a crime scene after a shooter fired multiple rounds, killing
this is
a
way different.
14-year-old boy and injuring another.
Are they just going next door?
Damn. I thought he took acid and then like died from it, but no, completely different.
A group of teenagers are caught on surveillance cameras moments before disaster when witnesses describe hearing gunshots ring out and glass shattering before a heavy police presence arrives on scene.
Do you want it times 2 or times 4?
We can do it times 4, yeah, because it'll get us to the next. There's the kids coming back again. That's 105.
Police said the shooting left one teen dead, a 19-year-old suffering from a gunshot wound and another shaken but uninjured. The two left alive, who were allegedly in the room during the incident, flee to a parent's home, where they are caught on a doorbell camera minutes before rushing to the hospital.
Shot. We have him here with us. Yeah, the bullet grazed his head. So I'm gonna head down to you.
Grazed his head.
But we're gonna have
Holy
to.
crap.
I'm gonna have to take this kid to the hospital. But I'm gonna head.
Hours later, police catch up with their suspect, who is about to face a sobering reality.
Anyone?
Police identify the suspect, seen here, as 18-year-old John Fuentes, who was the subject of a manhunt after he said he retreated to a family member's home following the shooting. Next, the suspected shooter is taken to a hospital to be treated for injuries of his own.
Go sit down.
Stay with my jacket.
What's up?
No, not much is going on. We'll talk about it.
Alright, I'm back. I'm gonna talk to the officer first and then we'll talk, okay? This one, command officer.
So when we got to him, he had cuts on his wrists. He was involved in the shooting at UNM.
Okay.
So yeah, he has deep cuts. We're thinking it's from him breaking windows
Okay.
with his fists, and that's how he sliced his arms. Bringing him here because, yeah, EMTs did check him out, but I saw as he was in the holding cell, he was still bleeding, so I want to make sure that, yeah, everything's clean and ready to go.
Once clear from the hospital, John is taken to the police station to be processed before detectives arrive to question him.
Can you open your mouth? You're gonna build the inside of his cheek pick. And we'll do this. Next time, just do it.
Just so you know, we do have a search warrant for your DNA and the photographs. Cool.
Alright.
How's it going, man?
Thanks, bro.
How you doing, man?
Decent, and you?
Yeah. I'm Agent Donis with the New Mexico State Police Investigations Bureau.
Double Corner State Police.
Your name is John Fuentes, correct? Yeah. Okay. So we're just here to talk with you about what happened, just to get your version. Right. We don't want other people speaking on your behalf.
What brought you to UNM?
Usually I just go hang out at the dorm and we just hang out, watch movie or not
Dude, he
movies, but like play
sounds so
his
slow.
PlayStation, whatever,
Oh my
and
god.
smoke like marijuana, nicotine, like what
Oh.
everybody does.
Explains
And
it.
then I
Smokes weed.
remember he wanted me to come because this is gonna be his last like semester or last year, like couple days, and he's like, let's take what is it, tabs, acid tabs, and then I don't know. I was keep telling him nah. Like he wanted to take it with some cocaine, and I remember I pull up and he had his gun with him, and then I remember came by and brought more cocaine so we could try it. And at the time, I remember I took like me and took like a I think of what is it, acid, and then I remember peer pressure me, take another line, take another line, take another line, and I remember to the point where I was just I couldn't even think. I remember I just remember blacking out, and then just freaking. I remember I just wake up like I don't know.
Base
Damn.
44 super agents. Careful, there's no
Blacked
going
out
back.
on
No
cocaine.
setup.
Damn.
Just say hello.
What the hell?
I'm on top of a roof. I'm like calling my brother. I'm like, what just happened? He's like, where you at? I'm like stuttering. I couldn't. I was like losing my mind.
You heard that right. John says he, quote, blacked out after a night of heavy drug use and drinking before continuing to
Oh, he was
recount his
drinking.
nightmare scenario.
Well, that makes more
What
sense.
happened? That's whenever I went to the parking lot and I was trying to look for help, and that's whenever I found some people. And I was like, hey, can you guys help me? I was like, here, I don't care about the gun. I was like, here, I threw it on the floor. I was like, send help. I was like, I'm bleeding, please. I don't know what's going on. And then they just like drove off. They're like, what the hell? But I don't blame them. But yeah, I remember just after and after and after.
Yes. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Yeah, after. And then I remember just completely blacking out. And then I remember whenever I was on top of the roof, I just remember I had this Glock 19 on me, and I was just like out of it. I didn't even know where the heck I was at. And that's whenever I was like calling. I didn't even know where I was at. Like I was like, I remember I kept calling my dad. I was like, I think I got laced or something. I was like, I'm on top of the roof on UNM. I was like, I think I just shot two people. I'm like, I'm losing my mind. I remember I was just running to like the UNM. I remember it was just a bunch of UNM cops outside. I was running and running. And I remember I went like this. I was just like, help, help, help. I'm bleeding. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, I can't control. And then I remember just seeing I didn't even know it was just my uncle's truck right there. I didn't even know if it was him. And thank God he saved me. He was just like, yeah, hop in. What's going on? And like, he thought I got like trumped, and because I said I thought I don't know, there's something in the cocaine or I don't know. Because he just what I kind of remember was just glass breaking. I remember and just full sprint running. Just out of breath, going, just like an animal. I don't know.
He's kind of all over the
John
place.
tells investigators he remembered running and holding a gun before he was picked up and ushered away from the scene. But next, investigators want to know how he learned the outcome of the attack.
And then I remember my mom went to go like peep out the scene, and then she tells me the whole news is there, and that she looked on the news and one's injured and one's deceased, and that's when I started losing my mind. I was like, couldn't believe what I did. Just like Rambo jumping out, and then just like I remember I looked at my pants and I had a 19, and then that's whenever I went to the parking lot near my car, and I was like literally just looking for any cop I could find to help me, like help. And that's whenever I ran into those people, and I was like, help, help, help. And then they were like, I pulled out the Glock, I threw it in, I really threw it in front of me. I was like, please help, help, help. And then they were like, they just drove off, yeah. But that's literally all I remember. And but I remember just looking around like, what the actual hell? What did I take? I kept telling my dad, I think I got laced. I think I got laced. UNM, come out. I don't even know. I was like, I don't even know. And then I have an interlock, so, and then we were also drinking too. So I was like, I can't even drive. I don't know
Yeah, you're blacked out on
what to
drunk.
do. I was
Like,
going
it's not
insane.
probably the
I
coke.
completely like felt like it was frying my
It's the
brain. I
damn
didn't even
alcohol.
remember like it was probably the worst experience I ever had.
Oh, that sounds rough.
And then at some point I completely lost the Glock. I literally like blacked out. I don't know what was going on, but yeah, I don't remember where the hell any of my went. I remember I ran up to my uncle with just my underwear on, and he was like, "What the hell happened to you?" And I told him, "I think I got laced or something." I completely blacked out. I don't know what the hell that fool had in there. And then, yeah, I don't even know. That's what bugs the hell out of me. I couldn't even. I literally just freaking. It was like the worst thing ever.
As John continues recounting his version of events, detectives notice one important part missing and dig in to find out what exactly happened inside the dorm room.
So like kind of like go through like the events of like you guys hanging out. Like did you guys just start, doing cocaine and acid like right away, or were you guys just hanging
Pretty
out?
much, yeah. Because it was already late, and then he had work in the morning. So I was like, well, we could hang out now and get it over with now since. Because he had like work, the other. And then, what is it? I told him I don't want to be all tweaked out whenever my freaking I have to go. One of my family members was gonna bring like she's a couponer. She's gonna bring all kinds of clothes and soap and oil. It's just to help us out. And I remember I told him, well, I'd rather just do it on the day where whenever. So like the night we do it, I don't want to be going and hanging around with my family the morning. You know what I mean? The next morning. So I told him, oh, let's just do it now. Let's just go now. That he just had work in the morning. He was like, yeah.
So you guys like you got there and then you started doing cocaine and acid?
Yeah, I mean him popped like a tab and a half. And then I remember after that he just like, let's do line, let's do bump, let's do bump.
Was that in his room or in one of your cars?
And I was in his.
Hey guys, it's Dylan. If you're like me and you like getting paid to give your opinion, then go to beforthright.com.
His dorm.
His dorm, okay. At a certain point, were people like getting on each other's cases, or did somebody start becoming obnoxious or start a fight, or like what do you remember in there, man? What happened? I mean, we kind of heard some things from some other folks, but we really want to hear your take on it.
Somewhat of a iron. I just remember it was going so quick. We could have been arguing. I don't really remember crap, but I just remember somewhat of me holding his pistol, like looking at it off the acid, like all just tripping out on it, and then just like just I remember I don't even remember what the fuck happened. I remember it was just like a movie, and then that's whenever I was just running around like an insane person around the campus trying to find help.
You remember how you left the room?
Uh,
They left the room. Whoever left.
I don't remember.
What led you to believe that you may have shot 2 people?
Cause I was just full of blood, and I remember the Glock. Before I was messing with it, I remember it had bullets, and then I remember I took out the clip and it was empty, and I was like just bleeding, and I just thought I shot myself because there's this big ass welt right here. So I remember, and my ears were ringing, so I definitely knew something was up. I don't know. My mind was running a million miles per second. Cause I just remember, like, I didn't even know if it was me who shot or them, but I remember just loud noises running, and I remember I laid down under a bush, and I checked the clip, and it was empty, and I was like, oh, bro, like if I felt someone was gonna kill me, I was like, that's whenever I think I climbed on top of the roof, and I remember I was like straight going insane. I
Okay,
was
so
like
he didn't really black out. He's just
knocking on the
trying to
windows. I was
leave
like,
out the
somebody please
details.
help, somebody please help, help me, help me, help me. And then I was keep getting paranoid that like someone was gonna like I was gonna knock on a window and someone was just gonna blast me or something like that. That's whenever I was like, I was losing my mind. That's whenever I just said, I remember I just took off my pants and no, I remember I hopped in the water fountain out there, like a stream, or I don't know what the hell it was. And I remember I was washing off my cuts, getting a drink of water, and I was soaked. I was freezing. That's whenever I was on top of the roof, and then I remember I took off my socks, I threw them, because they're soaked, they're all getting all muddy, and I took off my pants, I threw them too, and then just full sprint. I remember at that, once I took off that, I remember I was like, I need help. So I started full sprinting. That's whenever it was literally like, police, 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 police at UNM. And I walk out, and I'm like, please, please, so somebody. And I remember I started.
You saw the officers or cars?
I just saw cars, officer cars. So I was expecting there to be police there. I was like, I need help. I don't know what the f going on. I feel like someone's gonna kill me. I was like, and then that's whenever I just ran it. It was like perfect timing. It was like, what the? But I don't know. It was just like, it happened so quick. Shit's crazy. I don't know. It was the most insane day of my life.
Now, detectives ask John again whether there was an altercation in the dorm room before revealing who was killed in the incident.
We were watching, I don't know, it's hard to say. We could have been arguing. I mean, that's why I was almost like, you could ask what is it, his little brother or something. But I don't know, we could have been. I just remember completely blacking out. I don't even remember just running.
Dude, he knows. He's just not gonna say it.
What's his little brother like?
He's not gonna say it. He knows.
I don't know. I don't think his little brother's doing any of the coke though. That's the thing. But or I think he did some. I don't know.
Dude, he definitely remembers. He's just bullshitting at this point. Saying that he doesn't.
Was he into the guns the way you were? I mean, everybody was. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Or was he not? Like
pretty much everybody was.
But you don't ever like recall at all, like ever actually shooting a gun at any point in time?
I could have, but I'm not 100% sure. That's why I can't say. But I'm pretty sure I did, because I don't even, who else would? It literally said on the news that one's injured, one's deceased. So I'm pretty sure I did. I just don't remember what the.
Do you know who's injured or who's deceased?
No, I don't. Well,
what would you guess?
I'm pretty sure deceased. One's injured. I'm pretty sure.
What leads you to what leads you to think that like them versus somebody else, or why one's dead and the other one's injured?
Because his brother wasn't really in the way. brother was just kind of out there.
Yeah,
But
definitely remembers.
they're both. I mean, every time we hang out, they're right there. And I don't think I would have shot his little brother. His little brother was always just out of the way. He's not really. He kind of just like the side character.
Now, how do you feel about that?
Horrible. I remember I was literally going insane in my room, like crying, and I didn't know what to do because my brain was still off the acid. I was like, I can't go to them now. I can't turn myself in. I was like, I need to wait till I get sober or something. I was like, I was literally going insane, and I remember I was like, I couldn't handle it. And that's whenever my grandma was just like, I want to just spend the last time with you, get you something to eat, try to chill you out, try to detox your mind, and then we go turn yourself in. 'Cause at some point, I told her I'm gonna have to. They're gonna. I was like, either if I don't turn myself in, they're gonna find me. I was like, there ain't no doubt about that. So
do you want us to tell you who was injured?
yeah.
I mean, I'm asking. Do you want to know?
Yeah.
Okay. So the little brother, he's 14 and he's dead. What? And then injured but not seriously. It's not.
Killed a 14-year-old. Holy crap.
How much have blocked? Oh, what the
I'm sorry.
What the hell? Damn.
Online records show John is facing charges of second-degree murder, aggravated battery, aggravated assault, and tampering with evidence. 2 other teens are also reportedly facing charges connected to the deadly incident, including 19-year-olds Zion Miera and Daniel Archuleta, who both face charges of tampering with evidence, drug possession, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. At last check, all 3 have pleaded not guilty to their charges. John is expected back in court this winter.
Wild.